Hey guys, sorry for the delay. I'm just trying to get everything together so that we can work through some problems really quick. Um, I want you to, as you're preparing for the short test tomorrow, that you review this page especially in your notebooks. You need to bookmark this page or study very carefully the long division method. So if you're still struggling with long division, you definitely need to be going through this page um, several times, making up problems so that you can work them out again. There are sample problems in your notebook for you to refer to. Your parents can also help you with your with making up problems. Just say, Mom, can you just give me a 4-digit number and tell me what to divide it by so that I can work it out, because you do know how to divide when there is a remainder. So you can divide any 4-digit number by a 1-digit number, and that's going to be the scope of the test. And it's not going to get any harder than that. But what you really need to remember is going through these 4 steps and cycling through again until there are no more numbers to bring down. So you only stop when there are no more digits to bring down from the dividend, okay? You only bring in numbers from the dividend. Those are the only ones that get to come down. Everything else is part of your quotient, or it's part of your divisor, or it's part of your work. So in the bring down process, the only ones that you can bring down are the ones that are in your dividend. And if you really want to know what those vocabulary words are, again, there was a page where we labeled the parts of the division problem, but you should know those 3 words. We've gone over them so many times and we refer to them very often when we're talking about division. And so my page for the long division method is on page 60. So yours should be around that part in your notebook. You really need to have this memorized so that the least you can do is write down these steps when you're going through it tomorrow. Okay? Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Those 4 steps, I know you all know them. I know you all know the order of it. Just write it down so that you can remind yourself what you're going to do. Okay? So the last 3 days, we have been working through different kinds of division problems, especially when there's a remainder. So on the first day, I'm sorry I don't have a blank copy, but you have a copy of this. It's the one that you did when Miss Roseberry was here, and it has it's the one with a lot of problems. I think there were 6 where 1 was repeated that you got to cross out. But this first one right here about Mr. Espino buying the notebooks, I'll work that out on paper so that you can see. And then the rest of the problems are going to be very similar because those problems are all the same type of remainder problem. Okay, so let me grab a sheet of paper. So the question is asking, Mr. Espino is buying notepads for a school trip. There are 44 students going on the trip, and each student needs 1 notepad. Notepads are sold in packages of 5. How many packages of notepads does Mr. Espino need to buy? So if there are 44 kids, but they come in packages of 5, the question is asking how many notepads does Mr. Espino need to buy? So we start with a sentence frame. Mr. Espino needs to buy blank packages of notepads. So what's the important thing in this problem? He's taking his students on a trip. Each student needs a notepad. So what we need to take care of is all students need a notepad. Can't have a student without a notepad. So that's the important note that we need to make. It looks like my camera is a little bit out of focus. Give me a second. See if I can fix this real quick. Hey guys, I'm not sure why it's so out of focus, but did I stop it for a second? Let me stop this broadcast.